Welcome back to the Beer Sherpa. I am Dan, and today, after the long holiday weekend, I am definitely not running on empty, especially with this. This is Off Square Brewing's Running on Empty, new West Coast IPA that we've had out for a couple of weeks that we are going to check out today with its delicious citrusy and piney notes. And I don't know, it tastes a little bit like summer in a glass to me. So it might also make you question that maybe you've been drinking the wrong IPA this entire time. So let's check out what this beer is all about. Yep. That is nothing but a shot to the hophead for you right there. All right, so let's break this beauty down. Running on Empty is powered by two very, very classic hops from the West Coast, Comet and Cascade. Think of them like Thelma and Louise of hops, except nobody's driving off a cliff. Instead, we're just high-speed chasing your taste buds. So, we've mentioned Comet and we've talked about Cascade, just real briefly, but let's talk about each one a little bit further in depth. So let's talk Comet. Comet is kind of like that forgotten rock band from the 1970s. They had a really, really good time back then, and they kind of fell out of favor, but now they've kind of come back. Well, Comet is kind of like that too. Comet came around in the 1960s as a bittering hop, but since then it's kind of fallen off, but now it has this resurgence, and we decided to lean into this resurgence and utilize Comet here. Now Comet, it's going to give you those big grapefruit notes as well as some citrusy ones like tangerine and maybe even lemon, but what kind of stands out to me on top of those is also a little bit of dankiness. Now, it's earthy, it's danky. It makes you wonder whether your beer simply just came from Burning Man. And then we have Cascade. Cascade is that tried and true classic West Coast hop that we all kind of generally lean on. It is basically the West Coast. Cascade is that friend that, shows up on time to a party with, slices of fruit and a pine-scented candle. It's bright, it's floral, it's that classic grapefruit, lemon zest with a hint of pine that makes you feel like you're in a California forest, but it's not like you're chewing on a tree. So let's talk about this little flavor ride we're gonna go on. In terms of combining both Comet and Cascade, something magical truly does happen when these two hops team up. It is a beer that is a citrus bomb with a pine chaser. It's really, really interesting. It's really unique. First, when it hits your tongue, you get that grapefruit and that lemon and citrusy kind of zing to it. And it's sharp. It's not abrasive. It's just sharp and it makes your mouth kind of water. And then you've got, that danky, resinous bitterness that kind of follows through that, kind of tells you, hey, don't forget, I'm an IPA too. This is the beauty of these two hops. And the finish of this beer is kind of what I enjoy best. It's dry, it's crisp, and it's clean.
Did I just say Danimal's an animal?
So is my animal.
And we got an animal?
Yeah.
But he knows his beer.
I do. Cheers, Frankie.
Cheers, baby.
All right, so let's go in with these tasting notes one more time. Right off the bat, grapefruit hit. It's Comet just kind of showing off what it does, what it's really, really good at. And then you've got Cascade still hanging out there. You do get that pininess that just finishes right after that grapefruit hit, which is what I really kind of enjoy about it. It's doing its pine thing. The bitterness at the end here, it's like a very, very polite slap. One you kind of enjoy and you ask for another. Running on empty may sound like you're running low, but trust me, with this beer, you're never low. It makes you want to order a second one, especially after that first sip. So if you're craving that old school, clear as day West Coast IPA, this is what you're looking for here at Off Square Brewing, running on empty. And that's going to do it this time here on the Beer Sherpa. Remember, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you take care of each other because life is too short for a boring beer. Make sure that you guys like, you subscribe, and we will see you next time. Prost.